How is your relationship with your family in the Philippines after you stop sending them money? Well, I still consider them my family. However, I don't talk to them. So back in 2013, when I decided to cut them off, I also had to cut them off through social media, which is Facebook. And I think I might have blocked them. And I still talk to them then, but eventually I just decided to actually never speak to them again. However, there was a lot of time that they were messaging me saying that, hey, we really miss you as our auntie or sister. We should probably bring our relationship back. So they want me to have a relationship with them so that we can forget everything and start fresh. And part of starting fresh is to get back to supporting them. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. How dare you? So my niece, who I supported sending her tuition fees while she was in high school, ended up getting pregnant. And now she has 2 kids. And currently, they're living in a box. It's just super, super tiny house. And her husband is working or is a fisherman. And of course, they're not making a lot of money, right? So I don't even know how much they make. But because apparently, oh, tita, so they call me tita. You have a nephew now. So maybe we can bring back our old days and have a relationship again. But could you please support my kid, because this is basically consider your nephew and your blood. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me, right? In my mind, nope. I did not even respond, or I forgot what I said. And despite the fact that I cut them off, as far as I know, I heard they were still bashing me to the neighbors, saying how bad I am as a person, saying how dare of me for cutting them off, where apparently they are my relatives and I have no right to cut them off. I'm supposed to help them out financially because I promised that it was my obligation to help them and support them. And from time to time, I do receive messages from them saying, how are you? Hey, by the way, your sister is really, she needs to go to the hospital. We might need financial support. And I read the message and I ignore it or delete it. And I did tell them before, okay, if you really want our relationship to get back as like before, you need to do something for me. And I said to them, never ever ask me or demand any money from you, not even a centavo, not even. Because if I don't hear any demands from you, then I'm going to slowly think about of bringing our relationship back. But they just don't understand. They continue asking me money. They continue sending me message saying, how are you? When it says, how are you? You know it's money. And the more they keep sending me messages of asking money or demanding money, even though I refuse, the more I keep putting extra lock in my heart. So at the same time, in my mind, how can I feel so bad towards these people when they're always trying to get to me? They're not giving me any space. They're still finding a way to use some sort of manipulation to get me, but it doesn't work. And despite all the situation and drama, all I heard from the neighbor, or I get messages from the neighbor, hey, by the way, your sister said this or said that against you. So you see, kababayan, if you are currently supporting your family who don't appreciate you, who manipulates and guilt trip you, and if you decide to cut them off and you don't feel like you want to because you're worried what if they don't eat, trust me, they can still eat. Because these people are not lazy. However, they're just choosing to be lazy because they know that you're there to support them. And I promise you, if you cut these people off, nothing is gonna happen to them. I promise they're gonna find a way to work. So don't be scared. Don't be afraid of losing them, because I promise you, you're not gonna lose them. They're still gonna be there to ask you and demand you money. And again, you have the power to not let them guilt trip you and abuse you. But if you're choosing to let these people abuse you, then it's kind of your fault, really.